really do not need an expensive handheld anymore. Android devices like the AYN Thor and the Retroid Pocket 6 are replacing the Steam Deck for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, the Steam Deck is still fantastic when it comes to out-of-the-box compatibility, and almost every heavy PC game works without much tinkering. But the deck has gotten incredibly expensive. Every gaming hardware is expensive now. Android handhelds are the one market still holding the line, giving you incredible performance without emptying your wallet. I've already talked about how the AYN 3 and Retroid Pocket 6 can step in for those pricey PC handhelds. Now it's AYN Thor's turn. With the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, AYN Thor is powerful enough to handle high-end emulation up to the Switch, PS2, and then even some light Windows games on the side. Since it's a mobile chip, the battery life is fantastic. You can play for hours without hunting for an outlet, whereas the Steam Deck and friends often die pretty fast playing heavy games. Then there is the software. Android handhelds used to feel clunky, but front ends tie everything together perfectly. You get a clean menu for all your retro games. Plus, thanks to apps like GameHub, you can play some lightweight PC games locally. The performance is the same as Pocket 6, which is still good for playing most modern indie and old games from Witcher 3 era. The 8GB RAM is also going to be fine for most games, but the 12GB will be better if you mainly play heavier games. AYN Thor has a 6-inch top screen and a 3.9-inch bottom screen. Both are AMOLED. You can really take advantage of this layout by running near-perfect emulation for classic dual-screen systems like the Nintendo DS, 3DS, and Wii U, making them feel just like the original hardware. When playing single-screen games, the bottom screen can serve as a multitasking tool, letting you pull up guidebooks, interactive game maps, or even watch videos without ever having to pause your main gameplay. And if you don't need those, you can also use it as a resource monitor. Like everything, AYN Thor has a few minor downsides. The setup overall can feel a bit cramped if you have larger hands, and the bottom screen gets a little warm during heavy gaming. Also, you can't easily play heavy modern PC games or emulate Xbox like you can on the Steam Deck. But if you care most about having a portable dual-screen setup with great battery life that you can actually take anywhere, the AYN Thor just makes more sense for daily gaming. Now, much like with the Pocket 6, if you mostly care about retro games and just want to run some light Windows games on the side, the 8GB Lite and base model should be enough. But even if you are buying the 12GB Pro model for PC gaming, you need to keep your expectations in check. These Android devices are not a true Steam Deck replacement. You definitely get a lot of gaming for less money, which is a huge win in my book. But you just aren't going to get that seamless click-and-play experience for heavy PC games that SteamOS gives you. It is a fantastic option if you want to save some cash and don't mind tinkering a bit to get lighter Windows games running, but it won't instantly play your entire Steam library out of the box.